Hey everyone, welcome to Crystals, Tea, and Everything in Between. I'm Leslie and I'm the Pink Witch Apothecary. So today I thought it'd be great if you guys grab yourself a nice cup of tea or coffee and let's start talking crystals. Today I am having a orange spice, which is really nice. It's just a subtle citrus flavor, but it has a nice little zing from the spices that are in it and it's super delicious. Okay, so let's talk crystals. So I'm wondering, when did your fascination with crystals start? Well, for me, it was when I was a little girl and I just started collecting rocks. And it's so fun to see my 4-year-old grandson doing the same thing. He comes in the house with a pocket full of rocks all the time. And that's how I was. I grew up way out in the country and I had a stream that ran through our property as well as a pond. And I was always digging up rocks and I just loved having them in my room, and I would keep them in drawers and had them in my pockets. And as I got older, I kept collecting rocks, but they just got to be much nicer rocks. And so I love the energy that something from the earth carries with it. And crystals are definitely something that carry such a powerful vibration with them. When I really started to get into crystals, I went to my local library and tried to do as much research as I could with the books that were available. There wasn't internet yet. And after that, I just really would go to crystal shops and new age shops and see what crystals I liked. And of course, I wanted to see what spoke to me, maybe what was drawing me in. And of course, I bought crystals because they were pretty. The first crystal that I fell in love with was amethyst. And I think it probably is that way for a lot of people. The color is amazing. It really does draw your eye, and it's just such a beautiful stone. But it has a lot of energy to it. And so I think a lot of times we're drawn to it without even realizing that the stone is really speaking to us. And amethyst comes in so many different shapes and sizes. You can get something like this, which has really large points. You can get some that have a much smaller, finer cluster. Of course, it makes beautiful jewelry, which is lovely to wear, and big statement pieces that you can have as home decor. So let's talk a little bit about amethyst. Amethyst vibrates at a really high frequency, and it's a super powerful stone. It is a great protector against negative energy. It also can help you with emotional confusion, and it helps you with your intuition. Also, if you are doing any kind of meditation, it's really great to have amethyst either on you or nearby when you are trying to meditate. All right, let's talk a little bit about the energy of a stone and its vibration. Like I said, this particular stone, amethyst, carries a very high vibration, and it's a frequency. Everything has a frequency. People have a vibrational frequency. Ours can be influenced by what's around us, other people, other objects and things, but with a crystal, it's pretty constant and it stays the same. It's just physics. I never really picked up on a stone's vibration until I really started to do more energy work and doing Reiki. That really helped me hone in on what I was feeling. So for me personally, when I am around crystals, I might get a tingling in my hands around certain crystals. Sometimes if I'm holding a crystal, I might pick up on that. But let me just say, that's not important. Not everybody can feel that. I think only about 15% of the population can really tap into that. But it's something that you can work on. You can meditate with certain crystals, and even just if you rub your hands together, have that little ball of energy, and then put it near a crystal that you have, see if you can pick up on anything at all. It might feel like I said, like a little tingling. It could just feel like a little buzzing in your hands. But if you can't, that is okay. There's no right or wrong way about this. Something that I found really useful was learning about chakras. So we have these energy wheels that run through our bodies, and we do have some that are up above our head. And it's really helpful to understand chakras if you want to use your crystals for healing and for doing any type of energy work. A lot of times the stone will be associated with that color. Your root chakra is more of a red, earthy kind of color, like a brick color almost. So something like a red jasper is a great stone for that. For your throat chakra, that would be blue. And then indigo would be your third eye. So that's why amethyst is great for intuition. It can also be used for your crown chakra, which is a little bit above here, which is more connecting you to spirit and for meditating and things like that. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. One last thing I want to say before we say goodbye is think about where your crystals are coming from. For myself, I try and find dealers as well as mines that I work with that are ethically sourcing the crystals. And that means that they are not overstripping or over mining a particular area. It also means that they are treating their people well. That means a living wage, a proper work environment. All of these things are so important to me. So whether it's crystals I buy for my personal collection or something that I'm going to sell in my Etsy shop, I really do my research. Of course, you're going to find crystals that are super cheap, and you have to say to yourself, why is it so cheap? Why am I only paying this much? Well, chances are it's because it's coming from some place that people are just not being treated well, that have to go and work in the mines because that's really the only jobs that are available where they are. So please keep that in mind. And whenever you are buying crystals, do a little research and see if you can find out where your crystals are coming from. Until next time, have a blessed day, and thank you for joining me.